Alright. Just gotta do a quick little video. We finally got the baler in the shop. And it's been sitting in the same spot since the guy came and dropped it off. But kind of the biggest reason why I haven't got it moved is, so it has this hitch here, and I put a clevis on my tractor and it wasn't tall enough. So then I had to go and make a couple of shims to jack it up so it actually fit on here, but it looks like that's missing the grease zerk. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I gotta clean this baler out, but I got the drive shaft off of it. It's sitting over here on the swather. It had the big 1000 on it, so I went and got a small 1000 yoke and put on it. That way I could have just put an adapter, but it would be sitting out there too far, and I think it'd just mess with the tractor. But it's got a little toolbox in it. Here's the bolt for hitching that thing. That's crazy. I haven't even gone through here. There's an old knife unit on here, and I don't know why it's on here, but it's been taken out, unless it's just a spare, and it's got, I don't think it's spare because it's got oil on it. And one of these, so yeah, I gotta go through there, and I gotta clean up the baler. But really, well, I gotta get it cleaned up here before too long, because they're gonna send this. I mean, this is who it came from, but this isn't who I bought it from. But it's another Livingston piece of equipment. See, Livingston. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's got lights under here, and I don't think I have a flashlight. I bet I do have a flashlight. Let me get my flashlight. Well, I'll just have this little story. We'll just go over this thing. But so I'm gonna get it cleaned out because it's not cleaned out. I'm pretty happy with the shape that it's in. But I don't know anything about big square balers at all, so things look to be in shape. Has twine in it. It's missing like one or two on each deal, so. But I got that big pallet, and I'm gonna go to a higher knot strength. They were running like 440 in it, and I think I'm gonna go up to maybe like 600 or 550 or something. If I guess there's Ted, I know you watch, and Riddick Farms. If you're watching, I haven't. Kind of leave a comment. Tell me what you guys use, because I'm gonna be doing. You know, it's all for custom, so I'm not doing my own stuff. So I'm not just gonna be packing the hell out of it, because I would. I'm gonna make like a 1350-pound bale, 1250-pound bale, somewhere in there. I'm not just gonna run them super light, but I don't want to be blowing them apart. But yeah, it's. See, I mean, it's dirty. It needs to be clean. There's the clutch. There's the chains, and I don't know. Chains may need to be replaced. I think that's all the way down. Which, whatever. I got this thing pretty cheap. I got it cheap enough. If you compared to what they're selling for in Tractor House, I got a good deal on it. You know, just random stuff. We'll go up to the top now, but I'm gonna get it cleaned out, and then they're going to. Livingston's gonna come out, and they're gonna put. I have guidance on this thing, but what I think is silly, and I guess John Deere is the exact same way, is yeah, you can put guidance on it, and the guy with a sprayer was telling me, and you can go forward and backwards just fine, like straight. But if you want to do circles, like pivot irrigation where we are, then you have to buy a subscription for like Road Track or some crap like that. But yeah, so anywho, trying to get this where you guys can actually see something. It's oily, so the oilers are working, but really, I'm not seeing any. See if I can zoom that in. There's no dishing in here. This one over here, that little, it looks like that's just like caught, like it bent on something, but as I go across here, I don't want to move you guys too fast, but I guess they all have that same little ding in them. This one is seeing some dishing on that one side, but not terrible. And then I lost myself. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna hate this video, but yeah. So it's dirty back in there. Need to clean it out. But they're gonna come up here and put guidance on the swather so I can go in circles, because the guy I do swathing for the chopping business, we run in circles. We run with the pivot tracks because it's easier on their trucks. So that's what we're gonna do. And I got this thing all taken apart because I was looking at it. I was all excited and Twitter-pated about it. And I've got a latch. Son of a dick-sucking motherfucker. So I met Mr. Rafter. Mr. Rafter met my head just now. That's the damn thing. This equipment's so tall. I'm right here. But so that latch, I got to get my little screwdriver because the top one's working, but it's not pushing the rest of it far enough over. So, anyways, yeah, and that shit's up there. And this thing's been through 2 snowstorms already. So that's why you put them in the shop, so you don't get that crap. Oh well. And the bad part about it is, if I keep it, it's gonna look like that all the time because I am terrible about cleaning equipment. I mean, look at that. I got shit on my swather. It's still there. I pressure washed most of that swather before it came over here. But I have this thing called a job, and it doesn't pay very well, and it likes to be fed, i.e. the cattle. So I do things when I can. I didn't know it had a moisture tester in it, but it does right there. And I apologize for the nasty snarling loogie hawking. My God, I don't know whether I'm getting sick or not, but yeah. So there's the computer, and there's another solenoid bank, and yeah. So there's the oiler. Wait, the one thing I'm kind of surprised about is it's got the oiler for the knotters. That's just for the knotters. But none of the chains have a oiler or anything, and it doesn't look like none of the chains were even oiled. Like, so I need to go through the book. I mean, surely you're supposed to oil the chains, but it doesn't look like they've ever seen a drop of oil. So who knows? Maybe that's what's up. Maybe you're not supposed to. Who knows? I will go through the book. I do finally have the book. I peek at it every now and again. But yeah, I would guess it's in pretty good shape, and I've completely gotten off track my story like 4 times. Livingston's is gonna come up. They're gonna put guidance on the swather, and they're gonna send their like service, maybe like one of their service managers or something, and we're gonna hook the tractor up and put the little computer in it and run it. And I'm gonna fix that bullshit before they come up here. Cocksucker. And they're gonna go through and look at the bearings and kind of just make sure there's nothing like really messed up on it. Look at all like the wear points and stuff. And oh, I lost my flashlight again. And just generally go over the full machine before I get all gung-ho and go take it to the field and there actually be something wrong with it, or there's something that needs to be replaced that we can replace now before we go to the field, because that's what I'm after. I want to go to the field with it, and yeah. And they're gonna bring a round baler too with them, so it's gonna be like just a whole day of hay balers and stuff. But I bought a new round baler. I was going to anyway, and then this thing just kind of, this is just kind of a side project really, is what this is. But I'm replacing the 568, so I guess if anyone needs a 568 round baler, I got one for sale. And yeah, but that's the main thing. They're gonna come up, bring me the round baler, and go over this machine and put guidance on that machine, and it'll just be a big old heyday, I guess. But because I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, and they were wanting me to go to it because they call it like their baler school. I'm gonna see if I can just do this. And they, you know, where they teach you everything you need to know about the machines, you know, all the wear points and the grease points and all the maintenance and that silly stuff. But I have enough stuff going on here, I just don't have the time to go to it. I've got to go get a horse this week, and I don't have time to do that, but I got to go get it because I kind of want to keep the thing. So, yeah, I figured since I was buying a round baler from them, that would be just the best thing, is just send them up here and have them bring it up here. And we may not do it on the same day though, so they're going to bring the round baler from a different store than Dalhart. It's coming out of Muleshoe, where I get most of my stuff. And then they will, maybe they'll get someone out of Dalhart to come do the rest of this stuff. But yeah, so that's where that's at. I figured I would just kind of give a little overview of it since I haven't. And this is how you get the subscribers. You buy new equipment on the YouTubes and then they subscribe to you, but not really. I just kind of playing around with that one. I just think it's kind of neat personally. I've always wanted one, but I could never afford one, and I really probably can't afford this one. Does that tell me? Nope, that didn't tell me nothing. But I'm gonna try to afford it. But that's, you know, and the kind of thing is with this machine, I bought it. I'm gonna run it this year and see if I have the business to own it, and if I do, then I'll make whatever payment I make this year, and then I'll just put it on a payment plan. But if I don't, you know, if there's just not the business for it, then I bought the machine to sell, just because I have, it's worth well over what I bought it for. And so it's not a like staggering amount, but it's good enough. You know, I can make some little bit of money on it, and every little bit of money helps. And that's why I bought it. I just kind of, I did it so I might trade it. But since I am in the custom hay business, and I'm going to try to use it and make money that way with it. We put it on the, it's going to go on the 7800, because the 7800 is power shift, and the other tractor would be better for the round baler. So yeah, that's where that fun stuff's at. you know, if any of you guys have, I know 2 guys who watch the channel have these balers or run these balers. So if you have any little special thing that is an issue with the Heston balers, feel free to comment and be like, man, you do not want to keep it, or you got to watch out for this or that. And I'm not going to be upset about it. I just want to know, because it's all equipment. They all have their own issues, but I kind of like it. We'll see if I like it when I start running it. And yeah, on to the next thing. Well, we better take our light with us. Well, we can get serious about it. There's a rock shaft housing. Now we're back to the 70, or the, well, whatever the hell this tractor is, 4630. It's a good thing I'm married, because that's real attractive. This tractor, I made the video the other day where I thought I had the wrong pump. I actually do not have the wrong pump. I have, this is the old pump, and it's a filter. There's the book. Let me move this pile of shit out of my way. That's the seal for the 7810's PTO. There's this. I bought me a new crescent because I seem to like to break my crescents. Got me some powdered graphite for the roller mill. And here's our pump. So, this is the old pile of junk, and this is the new one. And you guys are gonna have to deal with me working one-handed. So, this is the same pump I had the other day. This is the only pump John Deere makes anymore. It's an increased capacity. It's the only one they build, and so you have to retrofit. I.e., this is just a line that goes onto here, and that takes oil into the transmission. Here is this new hose. So you gotta get all new hoses. I don't know what the hell that is. They're gonna send me, since that's in there, they're gonna send me a list on everything I need to like do. There's, oh come on, bolts and all kinds of happy horse shit, and more bolts. And so there's a new one of these. That's a new line for there. And I don't have this one yet. They were supposed to have gotten it and they didn't get it. So they are ordering it, and it will be at my house. They're gonna just ship it to me. So that's a big bushing for something. Some more bolts and a plug. Don't know what the hell the plug's for, but surely someone knows. So yes, this is the right pump. They just, and the bad thing was the John Deere mechanic who actually had to go through and find, it took him 2 hours going through John Deere stuff to find out they only had one pump. They only made one pump. Somebody was bitching about my bolt holders the other day. Oh, you shouldn't do that because you'll drop them in the transmission. Well, you know, probably not. And, you know, fuck, if I drop it in there, I just got to reach down there and grab it. Now, you drop it up in there, that's a little more bitchy. But, yeah, I'm not going to drop it up there, so it's okay. We'll make life work. But, yeah, so this new pump goes here, and I have no earthly idea where the hell that other line goes. Because, you know, there's no access point through here, but it goes that, or it goes, I don't know where the hell it goes, to be honest with you. Okay, I had to change my battery in my deal. That's the worst thing about cameras. The batteries are always dying. You can charge them up and the damn thing's gonna die, but no, so, oh, there's a hole. Right share. There's a hole right there. I guess I was wrong. But yeah, so you just can't see it from that side. But I bet that's where that one goes. So yes, we're gonna put the new pump on and put, as soon as we get the rod, and go from there. Life's gonna be good. We're gonna get it buttoned up and put the stuff back together and go for it. I mean, if I had that thing, I'd do it today, because I'm kind of, I guess not. I got a bunch of paperwork to do. That's the bad thing about doing the amount of cattle work that I'm starting to do. You got to do paperwork all the time, doing bills, and so I get to sit behind the desk. I really just sit there and watch a lot of YouTube and make a 15-minute job like a 3-hour job. But yeah, I will be happy to get this thing out of here. This has been kind of one of those things, just been in my hair, and it needs to go. I would love for somebody else to own it, but that's, who knows. I got one guy, he keeps trying to talk me into keeping it, but I think if I do keep it and it breaks again, I'm gonna send him the bill. I'd be like, oh, hey, remember that tractor? You're like, man, you gotta keep that tractor. Gotta keep that tractor. Here's the bill. It broke again. We'll see what he does, but I got gotta get all this stuff. This is the biggest, like, it's not gonna be bad putting it back together until it starts coming to the wiring, because I know where it all goes, but it's just, it's in terrible shape. Down here's even better. See, look at that. That's bare wire. That's bare wire. Just needs a new wiring harness. I mean, complete new harness. I wonder, oh, look at that. They're even chooched in there. Wow. Oh, that whole thing is just nasty. Anywho's, so the wiring is está no bueno, but, and this little guy, I don't know where the hell that little guy goes. It ties in there. It ties in there, and then it goes over the tractor to the other side. I don't understand that one, but it's got a new hydraulic pump in the front and a new line on it. But so that's where the 4630 stands. We got the right parts. We got 2 parts coming in the mail, and then we'll get back to putting it together. That's why that's why it's taking me. I finally got the parts, and then they weren't the right parts. So now that we're finally gonna get the right parts, well, then we're gonna get her back together. We're gonna make her go. But so I don't know why I'm panning around it, my stuff, so maybe somebody can come steal it. Maybe that's what I'm after. But yes, that's I'm kind of just happy that I got the big square baler in the shop, because it snowed on it twice, and it's a lot of money sitting there. There's a lot of money sitting right there, and that can get a little stressful, just a little bit. But hope you liked it, and for all the farming guys who watch my channel, I hope you guys don't get too bored with the cattle work. But it's not the farming time of year, so here's you a little glimpse of what's to come this year. We're 100 and, you know, God, we're so much different than what it was going into this last spring. My payments are a lot higher, but not going to be too bad because, you know, I had to buy that trailer to haul the swather around, and then I was dumping so much money into repairs that it's not going to be too much worse. And I was having to make down payments on equipment, and so yeah, we're going to be kind of sitting about the same spot on the payment level as far as that goes, just with a lot newer equipment. A lot more high production equipment. So hopefully we get a lot of work and we can make all of our payments and we can make some money, because I'm not after it just to have cool equipment. I'm after it to make money. That's all I care about. I want the money. I can put the money into the cattle and the ranch, and that's what makes me happy. If I do just like pay for all this equipment in the next 4 years, and I don't like doing custom hay, then at least I'll have some really kick-ass equipment for my little farm that I have. So when I do a little bit of hay work, I can have some really nice equipment. I was kind of laughing about that earlier today, thinking about that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll go from there.